This is Feel Better with Lauren. I'm Lauren. Today is video 4 in this series of 12 over 14, where I try and get you into the habit of doing these videos almost every single day. You will be happy that you did. Today I'm going to focus in on our hips. Everyone seems to have hip challenges. Everybody's hips are too tight, probably because we're sitting too much, probably because we're doing the computer and the thing, all that stuff we all do. So open up your hips, do a video every single day, and feel better. Welcome to video 4. Today we're focusing in on our hips, and hips are one of the top challenges that it seems that people have. So we're going to sit cross-legged in the middle of our mat in our space and get rid of that stale air that we all carry around in our lungs. So inhale through your nose and exhale through our mouth, and inhale through our nose and exhale all that air out. And one last time. And that's good. We're not hyperventilating. We're just clearing out some of that resting air that we keep in our lungs. Just sort of sit on your cross-legged if you can. You could raise your hips if that would help you a little bit. You sit on a pillow or sit on a towel or a blanket. And let's just sort of check in with your body and see how you're feeling. Now today we'll start off cross-legged. I'll go to the back of the mat. One of the obvious ones, and you can use a pair of blocks, and if you're going to use blocks in this exercise, is you put the blocks just to help support your hips as you open up. We're going to do a butterfly pose. And butterfly pose is when you put your feet together and you let your knees fall open. The closer that you put your heels to your body, the bigger the stretch is on your hips. But we don't ever want to stretch too much. We want to get to the point where you feel like, oh, there's a stretch, and you're going to relax into that. Try to keep your back straight. Try to hold on to your feet if you'd like to, and sort of adjust where you'd like that to be. Again, putting blocks underneath, it'll still allow your hips to open, but it won't be so much pressure on them as they do open. So let's just take a few minutes here, or a few moments. And each breath, you might feel that your knees just drop to the ground just a little tiny bit. And you may have started up that your knees are right up. That doesn't matter. This is all about creating a sensation. Some people can easily put their hip heels right to their groin and let their knees fall open. And as anything, when we're focusing in on any spot on our body in one particular spot, sort of think about that spot. Actually give that spot your attention. Picture it actually relaxing and opening. Picture everything moving and cooperating, and you'll get some good feedback. A little bit of shake in your legs is fine, but you don't want any pain at all. If you have any pain, just move your heels away from your body a little bit. Now, on your next inhale, let's push your feet away from your body, still in this butterfly pose, until you can sort of fall on your feet. So hinging at your hips, you sort of let yourself fall forward, hold onto your feet, and each inhale allows your sort of spine and everything to sort of expand. And then an exhale allows you to fall forward. Again, the further away you put your heels, the easier it might be, as we're trying to create sensation. And this sensation is a little bit different than just that straight butterfly, but it's all the different parts of your hips. And in order for you to feel really good after this, you don't want to have done anything that's painful. So you're just doing gentle stretch, relaxing into stuff. Inhale, just push yourself up. You can feel where your legs are at. And we're going to do a forward straddle fold. Now, people who are great at this, again, raising your hips up a little bit, you'll find it actually, your angle of attack is a little bit better. As wide as you feel comfortable opening your legs, which for me is about that wide. And again, as you sit and start and you sit straight up, you inhale, your posture will get better on the inhale, and then you relax into the exhale. That's about as far as I can go. And I'm getting a nice sensation inside my legs, but it's not painful. And I still sort of fall down on each exhale a little bit. And then inhale, let yourself come up. We're sort of going around and stretching. Stretching and opening that hip. So let's roll over our knees cross-legged and go into that tabletop that we often do. Now, just for the sake of it, because we're here and it gets everything in line, just do a couple of cat cows with our breath. So drop our belly and then push away from the ground, tuck your tailbone, and drop your belly. And push away for cat. And one more, drop your belly. And push away for cat. And those are stretching exercises, but they're also just puts everything back in alignment and straight. Because sometimes when you're focusing on one part of the body, one side is less flexible than the other, and you'll actually favor things a little bit. So now that we're in tabletop, we're going to do balanced tabletop, where our left arm goes forward and our right leg goes back. And you want to try to lift your heel up off the ground and lift your wrist off the ground and keep a nice straight line. And then we're going to move to the side where we keep like a fire hydrant pose, nice and balanced. And then straight. And then again, your your leg goes to your side. And one last time. And then to the side. And you can put that down. We'll do the other side. So our right leg forward, our left leg back, nice and straight line. Reach forward. And once you're balanced, we'll move our hip to our side straight again. And then our hip to our side. Straight again. And one last time. And then down. Okay. And now we're going to go, because we're here already, we go into a plank and into that downward dog. And try to get a nice stretch there. Keep your legs bent if you need to. And then we'll put our right leg to the sky, nice and high and straight as you can. And then bend your leg and try to open that hip. Keep your shoulders nice and square to the mat if you can. Up onto your left toe. Bring your knee, your right knee to your armpit, or what feels like your armpit. And we're going to step over into lizard lunge. For me, the ultimate hip opener. We can do lots of stuff here. We can let our knee fall out. You can stretch yourself that way. We can lower ourselves a little bit. You can go right down. Let your body settle into that. All right, now we're going to bring our left leg forward for that twist that we often do. Your left leg goes above your head, your right arm behind, and you're just gently stretching yourself around. One last breath in, and you're going to put your ankle over your knee, and your knee over your ankle, and keep your feet flexed so that it keeps your knee and your ankle in line. If you just gently lean forward, your hip sort of opens, and then take your right hand, put it behind you, and your left hand above you. Keep your foot flexed. And just breathe into this. It doesn't matter how high or low anything is here. If you're feeling any pain, back off. Raise your knee. Just let it do its thing. One last breath in. And you come out of it. Put your right foot back down. Plant that. And go back into that lizard lunge again. Okay, I can feel a whole lot better. And then your right leg goes back to a plank. Tidy everything up there. Push yourself away. And then back to downward dog. Now your left leg to the sky. Open that and bend it back. You're trying to touch your heel to your butt, keeping your shoulders square to the mat. Up on your right foot this time. Knee to your left armpit, or what feels like your left armpit. And step through. I'm going to help myself into lizard lunge on this side, which feels different than the other side. Let your Knee fall open if you like. Keep your back straight. Maybe fall down a little bit. Or just sit there and let your body become accustomed to it. Or stand. Next inhale, let's bring our right leg up to our left heel. Left arm goes behind, our right arm to the sky, and then just a little twist. Each inhale, your spine might expand a little. Each exhale, you spin a little. And then finally, we come out of that, put our ankle over our knee and our knee over our ankle. Keep your foot flexed. You want to keep that in line. You just lean forward a little tiny bit, and you can see that your joint sort of settles it out a little bit when you do that. And your left arm behind and your right leg arm goes up, and you just let your knee falls as it want to. So you're relaxed, other than your ankles or your feet that are flexed in order to keep your legs and knees in line. Last breath in. We plant our left foot down, our hands inside, and back to that lizard lunge, which remarkably feels a whole lot easier. Back to a plank, back to downward dog, and then let's walk forward to the top of our mat for a squat. And probably if you'd tried this at the beginning, it would feel a whole lot different than it does right now. Try to sit comfortably, balanced, your triceps just inside your knees. A little gentle pressure will help. Your back nice and straight. Last breath in. Roll back onto our back. As we go, though, we're going to grab our feet and go back to happy baby. And just stretch yourself out a little bit more. Just let your knees are just falling open. I'm not actually doing a whole lot of pushing on my feet. I'm not trying to stretch anything. I can feel a different spot though that's getting stretched. I can massage my back by sort of rocking side to side. I can put my feet together. I can straighten my legs. And let's put our right leg over our left for that figure four. Lean to your left a little bit and pull your knee to your chest. And again, I'm not I'm not trying to go for anything hard. I'm just trying to go until I feel that resistance. Now I'm going to cross my legs all the way over and just let them fall to the side and let my right arm fall open. And I'll look at my right hand. But if you can't look, you can look wherever you want, wherever is comfortable. You don't, but you're letting sort of gravity help you here. You just stretch it more. I can feel it all down my hip here. This is going to help just get your body all set back up. And next breath in, bring your knees to your chest. Again, we're sort of lining ourselves back up again. And then left leg over right. Reach through and we're just going to stretch this side. Again, keep your feet engaged to keep your knees and your ankles in line. Gentle pressure pulling it towards your chest. As you can see, I'm not pulling it very far towards my chest. I know there's some people out there that can bring it right up. It's all about getting this sensation. Lean to the right a little bit. Now continue and cross your legs right over for twisted root and let them fall to the right, and your left arm goes behind you, and you can look at your left arm. By the end of this, I've got my eyes closed. I'm literally just letting my body sort of stretch itself as I relax into all these things. And next breath in. Inhale and bring your knees to your chest and give them a good squeeze. Straightens everything up again. Put your feet down flat. Windshield wiper your knees back and forth just to keep everything loose on your hips and on your lower back. We're doing one more thing here and engaging our hips from the other way. You can put your hands behind your ankles, and you're going to dig in with your heels. And for a bridge pose, you're going to tuck your shoulder blades underneath your chest, and you're going to really push your hips to the sky. Whatever's comfortable, but pushing your hips to the sky. You can grab your hands behind your back if you want, but the pushing things to the sky is going to stretch out your hips the other way now. Your butt's engaged, your quads are engaged, and you're pushing out of your heels with your shoulder blades underneath. Your head is nice and relaxed. You're not tucking your chin to your chest. Everything's actually quite relaxed except for the part that you've got engaged. Now you're going to go up on your toes, still engaged your butt, your hands above your head, and slowly, one vertebrae at a time, you're going to drop your back. Super slow motion. Knees to your chest once again, just to get everything lined. And then your feet to the four corners of your space. Your your arms tucked under your shoulder blades with your palms facing the sky. And you might just want to sit here and let everything settle. Take a few moments, few minutes, just sort of relax, let yourself relax back into that. You may not have stretched your hips that much before. You don't want to overdo it, and you definitely want your body to come back to normal. So you could sit here in what's called corpse's pose and relax and let your breathing be open and let yourself feel better.
Always talk to your healthcare professional before starting a new regime. If you experience pain, discomfort, or dizziness, slow down or stop. These videos will become easier each day, but if it doesn't feel right today, go slower or move to another video. Listen to your body.